Good evening. It is still February 3rd. This is video 15, possibly a shorter one, possibly. I went to Walgreens today to pick up a prescription. And I thought, since I had mentioned him in one of the podcasts, I thought to ask for the manager who saved me 500 bucks. This would have been possibly the year 2022. Like, I think it was right before Terry died, not long before. Um, I was on, as I said it before, I was on my way home from work. A call came through. I believed them, and I wound up at Walgreens to buy gift cards. Now, I said, "Can I talk to the manager?" Because I mentioned him in a podcast, and I just want to say thank you. So she brings out the current manager, who's a different person than the guy I talked to. The guy I talked to was named David, and this guy is named Daniel, the one who's the manager now. I guess they moved him around. That's okay. So I explained to him the whole situation and that I had this podcast and come see my podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't, by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps me to eventually, if I get enough people, to monetize it at no cost to the viewer, because I don't believe in that. Um, at no cost to you or to me. If I can monetize this, I might pick up a couple $100, maybe $50, $100 a month, and that'll go into the Broken Wing Shyster Repay Fund. There I have a special account where I'm trying to save up money to pay off these loans that I got stuck with unfairly. Here's what the manager said to me. This is why I'm making this hopefully quick video. He said to me he had come from Millville and Vineland, which I would have thought crime would be worse there. He said, no, the gift card scam is huge in Hammonton. He said, this is exact words, Hammonton is a hot spot for gift card fraud. And people actually argue with him when he tries to talk them out of buying gift cards for people they don't know, and then to call in the number, scratch off the thing for the number. People have gotten angry with him for trying to stop them from buying these gift cards and going ahead with the scam. So how do you help people who fight back with you? I mean, this is why I'm doing this podcast, partly, to have a creative outlet, quite honestly, and also because if I can monetize it, it will go a small way towards paying back the stuff I got stuck with, and primarily to warn other widows and people who've lost partners and spouses and sometimes parents and friends. It doesn't always have to be a spouse, someone you're strongly connected with. And it doesn't always have to be women, but it usually is, I think. That's the reason for this, to try and warn people. But the manager at Walgreens today, February 3rd, 2025, said to me, Hammonton, and I quote, Hammonton is a hot spot for gift card fraud. And people argue with him when he tries to talk them out of it. Because why? Because they really and truly believe what they're being told, what they're being conned into believing. If you don't do this, we'll shut off your electricity. If you don't do this, I don't know, some dire thing will happen. Or sometimes they want you to go into your bank and do something, to take out a whole lot of money because you might lose your funds. The FDIC guarantees deposits in U.S. banks up to, I think, what is it these days? It used to be 250,000. I'm not sure. I think it still is 250,000. So if you have more than 250,000, go to another bank and make the rest of the spread. My father, he didn't have that much money, but he had this idea of spreading out the money across different banks. And that's, if that works for you, that's fine. I mean, I don't have anything close to 250,000, so I don't have to worry about that. Not even close. But the point is, Hammonton, and I repeat what he said, exact words, Hammonton is a hot spot for gift card fraud. So don't be fooled, people. Don't listen to who's on the phone. Who is this person on the phone? Do you know the person? Do you know who it is? Are you sure if they say it's so and so, it's your grandson? How do you know they're not faking it with artificial intelligence? Because they can do a lot with deep fakes now. They can change the voice and manipulate the voice to make it sound like someone. I say, if you're going to give somebody a gift card, you go in person and put it in the kid's hand or the person's hand. Hand to mano a mano. No over the internet, over the telephone, and no scratching off numbers and all that stuff. Forget it. Actually, if you want to give somebody something, gift card wise, an easy way to do it is to get an Amazon gift card, and they just go to their own Amazon account, and there's the gift card. It's already installed in Amazon. And that would be Probably a fault, because Amazon's a pretty solid company. I don't think they don't mess around too much. Their returns are really good. Um, I would do it that way. Don't bother with ShopRite and Walgreens and all these gift cards that you buy in a store, because that's where you have numbers to scratch off, and that's where you have a lot of fraud. A lot of fraud. The Walgreens manager said today, Hammonton, and I quote again, Hammonton is a hot spot. Why? He said, because the demographic is older and it's known to be a rather affluent community. Unfortunately, the affluent skipped me by. It skipped me by. But everybody else is doing okay, so that's good. Somebody's doing okay. But we have that reputation being affluent and older. So that combination is boom. Don't buy gift cards. If you're going to buy a gift, why don't you just give your grandkids money, cash money? Why does it have to be a gift card? I think people do that because they think it feels nicer, it feels cleaner than handing just money over, cash over. I remember Terry, I had all these gift cards when Terry died, and I had to go through them all and find out if any of them were still working. And I didn't want to waste the money. So I had to go back and forth with it. It was such a hassle because again, it's your priest. You don't want to give him actual cash. That feels kind of icky to some people. I understand the ick factor, but trust me, cash is better. If you're going to give your minister or your priest a gift, give him cash. Greenbacks, give him real money. Real money. It's not insulting. It's easier. And also gift cards always benefit the store or the enterprise, because if you have a gift card for say $20 and you buy something you want something that's 15, what happens to the other $5? You're not going to find something for $5, so they get to keep the $5. Or if you have a gift card for $20 and you want something that's $50, you're still going to have to pay the other money. So gift cards, I do not recommend them. I don't like them. I think they're awful, actually. I think they're awful. And just give the person the cash. Unless it's a store like a very specialty store that you know really well and you know the person uses that store all the time. It's kind of sometimes a specialty shop for certain things. Then it's probably okay, but I still think just cash money is best. So that's a shout out to Hammonton, New Jersey. You have been designated a hotspot for gift card fraud. Be on the lookout, be aware, and don't believe something some stranger on your phone or on the internet pretending to be Amazon or pretending to be the bank or pretending to be Geek Squad or whatever. But they're pretending. They're not really them. And once again, rule of thumb, whatever you need to do, go in person. Use cash and go in person to get stuff done. Hope this helps, and I will see you tomorrow because I am exhausted. Peace out.